living in LA, God had healed me of like allergy stuff, and I was leading this small group with 6th grade girls. I was co-leading, this other woman was leading it, but I knew that allergies then from that like could sometimes come from fear issues or brokenhearted issues. And so one of the woman that the family that hosted us in their house, their daughter was, part of the 6th grade girls, and she's in 6th grade, right? And she has allergies to all sorts of foods and stuff. So she can't even be like a normal kid, but she can go and eat pizza or like eat whatever all the other kids are eating. She has to like micromanage her diet, and that's never fun, because then there's rejection that comes from that, and you feel like, what's wrong with me? And so I think, I don't remember exactly what it does, but I had the revelation about fear, and like perfect love casts out fear. I just loved on her. I would share extra scriptures there. But by the end, I think it was a couple months longer. And at the end, like, she was healed of all of her allergies. And her mom came up to me and just shared this. She said, I don't really know what happened. But Emily is totally healed of all of the allergies she had to foods and everything else. And it's really like, that's a big deal for like a 6th grade girl. And I knew that God did that. Somehow whatever he released in me during that, God released into her. That the healings that God does in us, when we receive that, God just can give that to others without it being like such a special like effort. There are things released in the spirit realm where he just breaks things off and ministers to people because of what he's done in us. And I've been the recipient of that in a lot of ways from others that didn't even know it. And it's really special when that happens. But he did some special miracles on the inside of my ear. Like, he took scar tissue off my eardrum, which is kind of like a wild testimony, because I had so many ear surgeries and tubes, and then they didn't fall out. Then they had to do surgery and like all sorts of stuff. Sinus, weirdo stuff. But I just don't get sick like that. And then the revelation of like a spirit of infirmity, then how self-pity can work with that, because when I had purpose and vision in my life, that really helped, because I wouldn't put up with it. And so, when I was serving in full-time ministry and going, I never missed a day. And I would wake up feeling sick some days, and I would have the thought, I would really like to stay in bed. Well, I know now that when I yield to that, I actually can like start to feel worse, because it's kind of like a self-pity thing. Oh, I just think I'm tired. Like, I just lay in bed. Other than being like, no, let's have a day. Let's get up. Let's do something. God has a good day ahead. Sometimes we don't even know how I'm already at 17 minutes. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. But that's a little bit of the story. There's a whole lot more. We're going to share more later about different testimonies and some other stories and fun adventures along the way, adventures in engineering, having God lead me out of engineering, adventures in animal sitting and what that was all about, and letting God write an amazing adventure, which we don't even know like how cool it can be when we let God write our story. So, God bless you. Be free, healed, delivered, and be loved by a living God who knows that you are absolutely made on purpose, for a purpose, for such a time as right now. You were born for right now, and he loves you so much, and he loves us so much together.